Uh, we should just start the podcast, wait for him to, and have him come back mid-intro.
What are you waiting for?
Welcome to the dia.log. Welcome to dia.log, the Game of Matters podcast. They are listening now to the Wam and Daniel Power Hour because Anan has cocooned himself and mute Valley. Meck is gone, but he started the recording already. So introducing our lovely panels. He is the weeb with a dream. He is Daniel.
Hello, guys.
Hey, wait, we already starting.
Yeah, you already started.
Damn it!
Ooh, that's a good intro.
This will be fun to edit. Okay, continue.
Next, we have the tech priest. He is the god of the graphics card, the deus in the machina. He is Anan. Say hi.
Whoop, what up?
Next, we have the beanie wearing, host socializing, the takkan Melayu hilang di dunia, Amirul Mikronos Ashraf. And I have hijacked the show. It's me, Wam. Hello.
At least I can die knowing that someone will take over the dia.log, the Game of Matters podcast, in case anything happens. So what else did you guys do without me? Aside from talking shit behind me.
When I came back, I was like, I thought, wouldn't it be funny if they started the podcast while I was getting water? And then I came back and then you were like, oh, Meck has gone, so let's just start without him then.
Okay, so
I mentioned before we started that we never have any follow-up. I just realized we do have some follow-up from last week's episode.
okay, so housekeeping is on then. What's
So if you listened to last week's episode, you may have noticed I sounded like I was in a shitty mood, and it's not because like I hate Ayman or anything, because I've learned to internalize that. But no, I was in immense pain last week because for the past few weeks I have been incredibly sick. I got 1 week off from uni and then I was dead, like clinically dead.
Ooh.
I was on a shit ton of medication and my ear would ring and it would hurt. Like there was one night where I didn't get any sleep at all because of how much it was hurting. But I am considerably better now, which is why I sound more alive.
Woo.
thankfully there's a cure for that.
Yeah, I'm still on medication though, but at least I can operate. I was straight up miserable while I was on medication.
Okay, so anything else?
That's it for follow-up, I guess, unless anyone else has any follow-up. Anan, do you have any follow-up?
Nope.
Have you become the number 1 ranked you don't know Jack player?
Top Malaysia, you don't know Jack player. Undisputed king. So I guess we start on with the things that we've been doing the past 2 weeks. And the first thing on our docket is a thing very recently we just did yesterday from the day of recording.
Mhm. Fresh, hot news.
So yeah,
So how are we going to introduce this? Does anyone remember the last cutscene in Dark Souls 2, where you ascend the throne of want? You sit on the chair and the door closes in front of you. That was us yesterday at the time of recording, because we got to check out the Acer Predator Thronos.
my god, that thing is real. And they are actually selling it. You know what? When the first thing that I asked to the PR guys when we are there, the first thing I asked, is this a one of a kind model just for show? And I said, no, there's a sale. And then they showed the press release and stuff. Oh, okay, there's a price. Oh, there's a price. Oh, you are selling 2 of these. Okay, this is better than expected then.
Okay, they say they're selling 2 of them, but I'm pretty sure if you were rich enough and you'd be like, "Yo, I want a Thronos," they'd be like, "Cool, we'll make one." Like, if you're willing to wait like 3 months, then they'll probably make one for you.
Yeah. I'll go into that thing later. But let's just talk about the thing itself. For those who are uninitiated, this is Acer's answer to a gaming chair. Rather than just a gaming chair, they decided to make a man cave. They decided to put a space jockey station there. So you can die and game and die. Please don't die in there. We don't want to.
No, man, that's how I want to die. You know, like how in Diablo 3, you go to Leoric's throne, he's sitting there on the throne, and then when you touch the throne, the ghost comes out, and you have to fight the ghost. That's going to be me. I'm just going to be on the Thronos there, and some poor kid's going to like touch me. They have to fight my ghost, and I'm wearing a VR headset, and I'm like, ah. Diablo 3 is great, by the way.
So there's a chair, but it's not just a chair. There's also a keyboard tray that can be swiveled. There's a 3-monitor setup that you can put. It's come with that by default. You can move the whole thing 140 degrees, recline backward, so you can really immerse yourself in there.
Yep. We should talk about like our specific experience with the thing, because we were invited ever so graciously by Acer, and you got 15 minutes with the chair, right? They give you each media organization gets 15 minutes with the Thronos, and so there were like 2 people before us, and it was like, not to shit on other media organizations, right? But it was like, not much to do. They're just like, they get into the thing, they play the racing game. It was Project Cars 2, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then like there was one guy who did like a stand-up where was like, "We're here looking at the Acer Thronos." And I was like, okay, yeah, cool. Meanwhile, when it was our turn, what did we do?
The first thing was we had to answer Anan's question live from somewhere in Perak because he was asking us, does it have cup holders?
So we asked the PR people, does it have cup holders? And they pointed to the cup holders in the side. You get 2 cup holders. and then the next thing we asked her, are they standard size cup holders? The real questions. And so we got a Maggie cup, and it fit in. You can eat your Maggie and have your Coke bottle there too for your prolonged gaming experience.
Removable cup holders.
Yeah. The best part, I saw his face. He was like, "What are they doing?" When we put that Maggie cup on the cup holders, he was like, "What are they doing? Are they serious?"
I mean, like, it's a gaming rig. We know how it works. Like, okay, cool. The screen shows the game and the buttons interact with the game. Cool. Next question. But what do you do while you game? Can you eat Maggie? Yes. Can you have soda? Yes. Can you have both at the same time? Yes.
Also, there's storage compartments as we discovered. Fit enough to put books, tablets, anything of literature that you might need or might not need during your gaming sessions. I'm not judging.
Packs of tissues.
Yeah, pretty much.
Listen, man,
Not judging.
Summer tutor requires a guide on hand at all times, or whatever that game is.
Oh, summer lesson. Yeah.
Summer lesson, yeah. We also discovered it appears to have an extension cord built into it.
So
because it only has 2 cables sticking out of it, but it requires like a shit ton more.
Yeah, a lot of LEDs around the whole thing, so there's a lot of plugs hidden inside the I call it the spinal area because it's like the place where all the sheets of metals are moving.
Yeah, that is the coolest part. Like lowering the screen down over you is the coolest.
I mean, the sound of the armature itself, it reminds me of the dentist chair. I don't know it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it was something memorable.
I will considering like because it's 60,000 ringgit. Right? I would have maybe like gotten a slightly better motor or something like some tech to not make it sound like a dentist chair. But like just go full out luxury the shit out of this thing, Like, oh, on top of that, it makes rich person sounds, not dentist chair sounds.
Well, you want the ringtone for that? Dun, 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 dun. Tring.
No, just you know how like there's like I think electric car motors like have this very like sexy sound to them. Where
Oh,
it's not like,
definitely.
it's maybe something like that. So yeah, we got into the chair. It has a recliner mode, as Meck mentioned earlier. I made sure to press that shit to maximum power.
Yeah.
Rip the Xbox One controller. That fall apart.
He dropped.
That's when we realized though the keyboard and mouse tray is like coated with something to keep the keyboard and mouse from falling off, which is hella cool.
Yeah, there's the mouse pad, or I think it's the mouse pad thing. It makes it
Yeah.
realistic.
Well, I think it's built into the tray. Like it's not a separate mouse pad. I think it's actually part of the tray.
I guess so because it's not like it's not labeled as an accessory. I guess it is
Yeah.
built in.
There's only one thing we didn't get to try on the Thronos, and I regret that because I only just thought about it. We have not tried
How about the butts on impressions? I didn't get a lot of seat time. You guys did. So how did it feel?
Very comfy.
Yeah, very comfy. Here's the thing, right? How long have designer gamer chairs been a thing? We have gotten that part right.
3 years?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
3 years.
that's
It's a
yeah.
very long time.
Yeah, so
The fact
we've
is
gotten that right. If they could fuck up the chair, that would be hilarious. Like everything else works great, but you fuck up the chair part. It's like some primary school wood chair.
the one you do in KHB or something.
Tu lah.
Now, Ilham said plastic chairs are the best.
Well,
So
that's because
if we
Actually,
give
no, Ilham is uncultured swine, so
if we give him the Thronos, he'll literally just cut the built-in seat into pieces and put a plastic chair on there.
oh my god, we need to build our own Thronos. So we get a plastic chair, then we get a bunch of hangers and like tie them into an armature, and then get like hang a smartphone from the hanger armature.
At least build a longer footrest though. That footrest seems a bit short, especially at full tilt.
I think they really did just take a dentist chair because that's about as long as my dentist chair punya footrest.
Yeah, because I had to like reread some stuff to make sure. Oh, the footrest should be where your feet rest, not have your feet dangling down there. Which is an odd look, but okay, not complaining much, but still, it's an odd quirk. So anything else to add?
We commented on this after the thing. None of us noticed any haptic feedback. Is it supposed to have haptic feedback?
Apparently on the press release, it was supposed to have, but I'm not so sure. I think since you guys did not felt anything, so yeah, probably not just the settings.
Yeah, probably just wasn't set up to have the thing.
Yeah, probably a prototype code, so that's why they don't have.
Yeah, I cannot wait to play mecha games in that shit. I'm gonna fucking download Hawken and play it on the
on
the throne.
Set up Steel Battalion. Get Steel Battalion, get that 27 button controller and pedal and a manual. So once that guy sit on the plastic chair over the side, be the co-pilot and read all the manual. Which button
Oh,
does
yeah,
what
this
again?
Mm.
Because the whole game is about you have like a legit or starting sequence where you have to press this knob, engage this button, and then put it back, and then press it, and then you can start moving your mech. It's crazy.
God, I'm looking at the controller now. I want it. I want it so bad. I want it so bad.
Man, see a battalion on the Thronos. That's a good idea. So, okay, I guess we have to wrap this up. If you happen to be at the KL Major this weekend, but I don't think you will be when you are hearing this podcast. It will be the Thronos is there at the Predator booth. You can have a look, have a peek, maybe have a chance to get your butts on it.
Oh, is it open to public as well?
It's
Yeah.
public, open to public. Come on, even the new Mr. set there, so cubalah.
Yeah, you see, there were only like 8 of us from the media who were trying it out. There's like berapa thousand people at the thing. Someone's gonna fucking break it.
Well, rip Thronos then.
Rip Thanos.
Thanos.
Thronos did nothing wrong.
Oh boy. At least we didn't talk about the Dota stuff because I don't know anything about the Dota stuff, but I and Daniel will just be there and have a look, check a look about what's happening there just to know. But we don't know about Dota. But what I know about esports is the FGC. Because we are moving to the next topic. This should be a short one because but this is an interesting story. Remember the story about Daigo getting married and he's playing drunk with a friend, right? The groom, right? Okay, that groom is Dogura, right? That guy won Canada Cup 2017 in Guilty Gear. So he's a champion for that tournament in Canada. So this year he's back, but unfortunately he made to top 8 but he lost. But he lost I guess so he finished 7 lah, 7 tied 7. But the best thing about his loss is the person who beat him, because that guy uses a freaking steering wheel. Steering wheel to win against the defending champion of Canada Cup. He knocked the defending champion out with a steering wheel, and his in-game name is Initial T.
That is the ultimate BM. Ultimate. Yes.
I should temper your expectations. No, he does not do the inputs by turning the wheel, unfortunately.
No.
Alah.
But
Okay.
But yeah, so basically
he carried around the steering wheel.
he did carry a steering wheel. No, that steering wheel itself is enough to throw people away. So even like there's a video we KL Gaming, Initial T did a interview with. So he explained how he plays it. He literally treats the steering wheel as a large D-pad. So he's playing like a controller. But sometimes he uses the pedals, right? The pedal is I forgot
His
what's
macros, right?
basically the macros lah. So if he wants to throw people off, so he can use another pedal which sounds a bit different. So some people, like some pro players, they attune to the sounds of the other controller. So you can, if you hear the buttons set, you'll know what it can do, what it will be doing. So you can literally throw people off using the steering wheel. And since people have not have any experience playing against someone with a steering wheel, it can literally get people off guard. Even a Canada Cup 2017 champion. And the best thing is, the guy that covered the whole story, KL Gaming, he did a video about the many different controllers that have won Evo. So he did an analysis on, okay, so it's basically to settle an argument about should you play fighting games using an arcade stick or you should stick to pads? And the conclusion is, you use the controller you are most comfortable with. But also on that video, he like put a snide lah, saying, except this one, and he shows the steering wheel. So he is basically being called out. He eat his words and he covered the whole thing. So props to you, KL Gaming, for proving, for setting up expectations and for making people do stupid things. So remember, kids, anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Believe in your memes.
That's it for the FGC Corner. That's all I want to say. The story is still hilarious just for the shock value.
Yep.
And
So you know, we occasionally play video games on this podcast, and Meck has made a lot of traffic this year from Hitman related stuff, and apparently he's been playing Hitman too. So let's hear about that.
yeah, I can confirm that I have been hitting men, literally, not the not the other way. I don't swing that
Hit
way,
like that?
unfortunately.
Oh.
If you swing that way, I don't mind, but I'm not that kind of guy. That's all I'm saying. So Hitman 2.
Me on the other hand, call me.
Every time I hear Hitman, I just hit one top.
Hitman top. Oh, cool. Hitman top is great. Yeah, continue. Sorry.
Unfortunately, we are not talking about Pokemons yet. Okay, so if you are not familiar with Hitman, it's basically a game about killing people. Killing the right people, and then you go in, you kill people, you go out. That's the whole gist of it. And so in 2016, the series got rebooted in a very messy way. So the idea was to make it episodic and to release levels in a monthly basis. And the whole focus of the game, they took the very critical critical feedback from Hitman Absolution, the previous game before that, whereby the fans, the hardcore Hitman fans, don't like the whole linear story bits. They really like to be in a sandbox, to play around with the system, to kill people in the most creative way and the most absurd ways and stuff like that. So IO Interactive, the developers, basically took took those criticisms to heart and okay, let's make just the sandboxes, make huge levels, and that's it. And the result was Hitman 2016. It was released in a botched state. Online was not working. The release was very confusing because I think like on launch they decided to make it all episodic or something. The episodic rollout is very messy lah, suffice to say. But still, after like 2 years, 2016 to 2018, 2 years, they split ways with Square Enix. Square Enix took a 43 billion loss from Hitman 2016, so they departed ways with Square Enix. IO got into the business with Warner Brothers, and now we have a sequel. Where to call it a sequel is it's not a sequel that you expect, because this is basically Hitman Season 2 that people were hyping up or people were expecting. Because if you own Hitman 2016 digitally, you get all of the levels free in Hitman 2. You can literally play the whole game, 2 games in Hitman 2. So basically you got the remaster for free. It's a remaster.
Ooh, yeah.
So it has this kind of continuity to it, which makes it like because the whole pitch was to make Hitman as a service, as a live game. So they are doubling down on that, but they do not push it too hard. So they are selling, when you buy Hitman 2, you get everything. All the levels are there, so you don't have to wait for episodic releases and stuff like that. So it's already a complete product. And from that point of view, I think it's a great game. They refine a lot of things, and the core experience is already fun. But let me just talk to you through the levels, because the levels are the star of the game, and they are not many because they are so huge. They don't make a lot. In Hitman 2016, there are 6 levels. So if you play, like, if you sit down and play all the 6 levels, it will take like around 40 to 50 minutes lah. So basically, if you play as a single player experience, it's going to be short. The game is made to be replayed. I'll make more point about that later. So in Hitman 2, you still get 6 new levels, new maps, but I would like to call it 5 plus 1 rather than 6. Because the first level is very small, but it serves a good purpose. So the first level is basically you are at a beach in New Zealand. It is midnight. You can see the moonlight. You can see the waves coming to the beach, to the shorelines. It's a very peaceful walk, and it's basically serve as a tutorial of sorts to make you remember all your controls, because there's a there's a beach and there's one swanky house, and that's it, nothing else. So it's very small, and it's
I
very
thought you were gonna say there's a bitch and his name is Iram.
okay. We can put the beach. No, that on the beach there's a name of Iram to say he's a bitch. Okay. So it eases you into the mechanics lah. Okay, so there's nobody there. The house is empty. You take out some of the cameras, and then you are guided into, what you say, environmental storytelling. So you open this garage door and see, oh, there's dead people. Oh, these guys are very bad. Basically, there's a lot of narrative points lah. They talk about, oh, these guys are conspiracy. But basically, it's to set the tone that these guys are bad. You need to kill them. And then you go into the house, and then you can read documents. Oh, these guys are really bad, to make you remember you should kill them. And then you finally find this, like, it's basically the tipping point lah. Oh, you found the documents of something on the computer, and all the guards are home, and the target also comes home. So now you have to kill that woman only, and then you leave. Then the game starts to play like Hitman proper. Then you start to figure out, oh, how do I kill her? So the first thing you should do always is just scope the place, find the lay of the land, and find opportunities that you can do. So the first thing that I noticed when that level goes, she wants a drink. And there's a bar down around the living room area. So there's a lot of drinking cups there. If your first instinct is to poison the drink, that's true. That's good. That's what you do in previous Hitman. But when you just sit down there hiding in some we say some locker or something, and then hear the conversation, then you get to hear, oh, she doesn't drink alcohol at the time. She wants tea, and I forgot, does she want honey or sugar? Either or. So if you poison the wrong thing, you won't get her to be poisoned. So that's why you need to play the second time around. With that knowledge, now you know, oh, okay, now I should poison this thing rather than that.
I feel like that's wajib for stealth games to have that kind of shit in it. Like Dishonored had something similar as well, I think, because you had like, you can either personally kill them or make it look like an accident or something like that.
Yeah. But it's the but what Hitman 2 excel is that they present those opportunities, but make you think, oh, I should get back to that thing later. So you won't be doing it. You won't be doing all the content like in one go, but it will entice you to go back and do it another way. So what I did was I didn't poison the drink, so that's fine. So what I did, I followed the lady. So she changed her clothes. There's a couple lah. So a lady and a guy there. So they changed their clothes, and then they took a shower. And then I should kill her in the shower. No, wait first. And then I waited, and then okay. So and then she went to sleep after the shower, and she went to sleep. And then I realized there are two things that I could do. One is take a pillow and smother her to death. Or two, the usual way. There's a skylight up there on the roof. So if I could sneak my way upstairs from the roof and shoot her from up there, kan, it can kill her, and that would be pretty cool as well. But I found on the wall there's a Maori pedal stuck as a decoration. Oh, you can pick it up. Okay, I picked it up. I smacked her in the face, and she was unconscious. Oh, she was unconscious. Okay, snap her neck, and then left. Because the Maori pedal is such an exotic thing that I did not expect. Oh, this is a new weapon. Okay, let's try it out.
So you played Hit Woman.
So that was the hit woman.
Oh god.
Don't worry, the game established that she is very evil. Don't worry.
Don't worry, she's a bad guy.
She's a bad girl.
I mean, to the point, it's on the nose that they have to establish that, but fine, I don't care. So, okay, so let's, before we go too long, I just walk through some of the levels. The big thing is the Miami thing. The Miami race is basically a race event. F1 doesn't... F1 was supposed to do Miami in 2019. I guess they took a look at Hitman and said no. Because someone can die if we if we had an event there.
Found out.
Hitman exposed. So basically, there's a lot of opportunities to kill as well, because one of the target is a race driver, also Omen. So I didn't do this, but I know that one, you can find a vantage point, grab a sniper rifle and shoot her car, and have her get basically accident and die in the car wreck. You can do that.
Oh yeah, we've mentioned this before, yeah.
Yeah. And the other is make sure she is on the podium, and apparently in this universe, in this race, this endurance race, there's only one person on the podium, and that's the winner. So you have to make sure she wins. And when she won, and on the ceremony, you mess with the pyrotechnics and make her burn. Or also you can they mention in the game, it's customary to drink from the cup. So basically the cup of the trophy cup, I mean. So you can pour poison in there. So when they pour in the milk inside there to drink, she'll get poisoned. She'll run to the bathroom, and then you can drown her in the toilet lah. That's also a feasible thing.
Nice.
But what I did was a bit more elaborate and also not intended. So apparently there's also another side story where she is being there's another guy who wants to blackmail her, and that guy knocks another person who's dressed as a flamingo mascot, take his disguise, and then he wants to meet with the lady you have to kill, the racer. But the problem is, he forgot his car keys when he fumbled about and trying to get the costume. He fumbled his car keys, and the evidence of the blackmail is in his car. So when you meet this weird mascot guy, you say, hey, can you get my car keys? My car keys, I left it somewhere. And then you can hear the guy, oh, he's so afraid to get the car keys because he doesn't want to get caught. So I just walk there, grab the car keys, and then I find his car, and go past him and like, hey, I thought you want to help me. I was there. Just leave it alone. Grab the evidence myself, and then think, oh, there's basically a story mission was revealed, and say, oh, so I can replace the mascot guy, and go meet the racer herself and do the blackmail meeting. So I go back to the mascot guy. I knock him out. I took the mascot suit that he stole from the real mascot guy, and then go and meet the racer in somewhere secluded. So this is after the race lah. The race, there's a timer for the race. So you'll be notified when it's the final lap and when the race is over. So there's a timer working there. So you are bound to time. Once I meet there, and then I thought it was just like a simple meeting lah kan. Like, okay, a one-on-one interview, so I can find a way to kill her indiscreetly. But the problem is, she led me into a back alley, and there's 2 to 3 or I think 4 guards follow her as well. And then there's another guard on the other side of the alleyway already stand by and said, "Hey, tak sedap hati, this is going fishy." And I was like the role I was holding was I want to threaten her of her secrets and stuff and to blackmail her. And then I think she has the upper hand here. There's a lot of guys with weapons. And I haven't figured out any plan from here also. So what do I do? What do I do? I remember I pick up a scissor or something. And I just throw the scissor to her on the head. She's dead. I book it. Guys were shooting everywhere. That's the problem. The story mission guides you to a certain extent. And then when you are there, when you have to figure out how to kill them. And then so I improvise. And that's not the end of the level. There's another thing. There's another target, which is her father, who is apparently in the business of making AI robots for war. So they are making Terminators basically. So there's a the linear progression for that was to disguise as a military person and go to meet the racer's father and have a presentation on how this Terminator works. So basically, you have this like a robotic body with an arm, with a gun, and can recognize faces. So he'll go and present his stuff like, "Oh, the future is automated combat."
Is he like a
and wha-
Steve Jobs type? Like, cause I really fucking hate the Steve Jobs type.
Not really, but it's somewhere like there. But he's an old guy with he's an old guy. Let's say that. But he has those kinds of rambling presentation. So while he was presenting, I can grab like a card swipe where you can when you swipe the card to the robot, to the Terminator, it will target to the picture, which is the card. All the card have the picture of like training dummies. So basically, when I swipe the card, it shoots a training dummy accurately, like that. So I was thinking, oh, this guy is walking like around the Terminator. So if I time it right, maybe I can get him to die. Nope. The Terminator is too smart and will hit accurately to the dummy. So, I was stumped. I don't know how to get him murdered by them. So I walk around the office area and I find, oh, there's a magazine of his face. Oh, that's convenient. I go back to the demo area, request for another presentation, and then I swipe the picture of that guy, and he was like, and then the Terminator points to the guy and said, "Oh crap."
Nice.
The light, oh crap. That sold me. That is self-aware. They know that is silly. It's a silly way to die, and I got an accidental kill bonus and also a headshot for that. That's a
Nice.
great game. Yeah, that's Miami, and there's a lot of cool details. There's like a paddock pass that you can get to access the VIP areas. The hospitality areas is exactly like the F1 style hospitality areas.
Yeah, this is people really love the fucking games, man.
Since I talk a lot
Like-
on that one, I'll just go through some of the levels, the fun bits of the levels. So Santa Fortuna in Colombia, there's a weed farm, and there's a guy that you have to kill who is
Hell
working on
yeah.
super cocaine.
More cocaine.
It is literally called super cocaine. They was thinking
Are you
of
sure you weren't playing GTA 5? This sounds like a GTA 5 level.
the best thing is they speak it like very serious thing. Oh, they are making a new concoction of which is called super cocaine. Very seriously. You can kill people. You kill the targets by being an tattoo artist, I think. But I haven't tried that. I fumbled the whole mission. But That level is very good. Also, voice acting. Hitman 2016 has a lot of very English sounding people despite being in exotic locations. Hitman 2 fixes this. You can hear Spanish sound and also Spanish speakers and also Indian slang English speakers in Mumbai. That's the next level.
Nice.
And in Mumbai, also there's, as expected, you have to kill a Bollywood producer and also you can dress as a lead actor and be in a Bollywood shoot. 47 as a Bollywood
is-
star.
That is unrealistic. Like, look at Agent fucking 47. Like, they would never.
No,
No.
the whole universe supports this because when you go around the town, people say, "Oh, look at that guy, that look guy, that's like Gregory Arthur, the new the superstar that's coming here in Bollywood." He wants to do a shoot here, so basically they are hyping.
Didn't they do that in the last Hitman as well? They had the model, the runway thing.
It's exactly
you
the
could
same
just-
thing. It's the same thing. They did it again.
God damn it.
And the second last level is Whittleton Creek. This is basically the idyllic US suburbia. I got a lot of Fallout 77 vibes playing this level because the sound, the soundtrack also plays like the what you say, the ambience of American suburbia that you expect. And then when you go inside the houses and then it plays like an American sitcom, dum 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 dum, something like that lah. And also there's a party in the neighborhood where it's 50s theme, I guess. So what the what you say, the homeowner also dressed in polka dots dress. So it's basically, oh, this is Fallout 76, huh? Autumn leaves flowing down, and the leaves are dropping down the trees. This is and the god rays. This is Fallout 76, man. And it's a very friendly neighborhood. There's one opportunity where you are basically go to the post guy and say, "Oh, I can help you with the post. Just tell me the address." And then 47 goes and deliver the package to a home. And then you get a mark, a challenge feed saying the friendly neighborhood hitman.
Nice.
Like, it's a very idealistic, very nice town. Unfortunately, people had to die there. People had to
You
die.
visited Nuketown, man. You visited Nuketown from Call of Duty.
I think, yeah, it has the same vibes. And the last level is somewhere like in some Arctic area. It's basically a masquerade party, but for elitist preppers.
God, that sounds
Ooh.
insufferable.
Yup.
They must die.
They must die. Like, fuck stealth. Kill every single one of them.
Apparently, there are 3 packages for very luxurious bunkers with very nice looking toilets. 3 different platinum, gold, platinum, and super rhodium or something. This is pretentious, man.
They really have to die.
But yeah, they really have to die, and that's one of the complex levels because there's like 8 levels that you have to go, and there are different access, so you have to keep on changing costumes, disguises. So yeah, Hitman 2, even though it's just 5+1 levels, but there's a lot of variety and a lot of fun to have there. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. You can go a long way to talk about the crazy things that you can do. And this is just the things that the game, we say, what the game wants you to do. Then there's the other
Did
stupid stuff.
Someone have Crash Bandicoot in the background just now?
Oh boy. This is Spyro season, man.
Oh, it's Spyro. Okay.
So apparently, there's one of the new things about Hitman is that you have a briefcase, and I discovered that the briefcase is very overpowered because you can throw the briefcase and people will get unconscious in one hit. And if you,
of course, man, of fucking course.
if you want to maximize your prowess with the briefcase, you can smuggle a fish inside the briefcase. So if there's should there be a circumstance where you have to take down 2 guards very quickly, you can you can grab the fish from your briefcase, throw to the first guard, and then throw the briefcase to the other guard. Settle. Yep, that's Hitman 2. Great game. Great game. Let's move on. I've taken too much time.
Yeah, I was gonna say like you gave us like a vocal let's play of Hitman 2.
I think that's the longest I've heard Meck speak since the.
So,
beginning of
if
FFXV.
anything, let this be a testament to how great Hitman 2 is.
Hitman 2 is okay lah. Ardia 2 is much higher, but Hitman 2 close to my personal top 10 for this year. Hitman 2 is very strong.
Is it the whole game that's out now, or is it just a?
It's the whole game. It's the whole game. And you get to kill Shanbi next week. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, so it's still episodic, lah. I thought it was like the whole.
No, the whole thing is done, but there'll be like live events.
Elusive
so-
target something, right?
Yeah, elusive target. So basically, you have a limited time to kill Shanbin, and you get one chance. So make sure to
I
kill.
mean, the joke should be like 10 seconds before the mission timer runs out, he just dies anyways.
Oh, that would be perfect.
That would be stupid. But I think the best thing about it is, they gave him a code name, and the code name is the Undying.
That's amazing.
Basically mocking his legacy. Okay, so let's switch gears then.
Yeah, so Daniel and I went for an event last week. It was the Battle Arena Esports Family Bootcamp. And so that was a whole thing. It's Daniel, do you want to say anything about it?
Yeah, so it was a family gathering, I think. Like
Yeah, it
around
was
5 or
kind of like
6.
you get to use the computers at Battle Arena, you play games together. And then later at the end of the talk, they like after the play session, they get all the parents together and they give them a talk about how to deal when your child is a risen up gamer. So yeah, it's a really nice initiative, I guess. Michelle from Fundever, you may know her as Lilia. She was there as well. I can't remember his real name, but the Hound was also there. He
Nick
took a break from Game of
Harris.
Thrones. Yes, he is a cool dude. And they also had the Love Battle Arena, who also was part of the Q&A. It was really cool, very very wholesome event, I think. That being said, like God, Malaysian parents are the best at giving backhanded compliments.
What do you mean?
Because Michelle is an Oxford graduate, so like they were all so impressed with it when she brought out the slide saying like, "Oh, I'm an Oxford graduate," and I could hear like the parents all like audibly gasping like, "It's like, okay, someone's sane." And this one fucking lady takes who's like during the Q&A, and she's like, "Oh, I can't believe you're an Oxford graduate. Like, what do you mean you can't believe? What about this highly accomplished woman can you not believe? Is it the fact she's the size of an acorn? Is it
I think she meant that you're an Oxford graduate and you delve yourself in gaming, which has no future in her eyes.
Oh, dude, this lady was God. It was a saga with this lady. She was half the Q&A time. You thought Meck talking about Hitman was long? Like, holy... I don't even remember what she asked. Like, Daniel and I were just like staring at each other, like.
Like, I think she was talking about, wow, you work at Khazanah, one of the biggest, most wealthiest company in Malaysia, and that you're doing this now. Are you mad?
Yeah, sucks.
Oh,
I can already from the first story I can already see her personality there.
Good.
I was left. We were sitting with the media prima. So they were like, we were looking at them and they were looking at us. Like, are you serious?
It's like you help people who play Fortnite make money. Yeah. Props to like the panelists who were very cool about everything. If I were there, like you would see the stink on my face the entire time. Like I was, god damn, that was rough. And she had like a million follow-up questions too. I don't even remember what she asked anymore. But I just remember like, I'm surprised no one has punched anyone yet. This is the start of a bar fight.
Oh, are the answers for her questions as long as the questions?
No, they were not. Because those questions were infinitely long. Oh, that's the other thing too. This lady was the only one not in one of the rooms playing the games. She sat outside with her book and she read her book
Yeah.
because her husband was taking care of the kids. She
Mm.
was just here for the Q&A. The entire time I was getting footage and shit, she was there reading her book and giving me a disapproving glare.
Mm.
Also, shout out to Fedora Sojiro.
Oh yeah. Oh god, that's the best thing.
Daniel and I interviewed a bunch of the parents. It's just this cool dude in an ascot and a fedora and a cane. And then at first I thought like maybe he would be like, not quite sure why he's here. And we talked to him, he's just like the coolest dude ever. He told me I look like a fucking 12-year-old. Like he was like, no, you guys can't be from the media. Like you look like you're 12, man.
In character of Sojiro as well. So
Ooh boy.
The-
Yeah, very wholesome event. I approve of it. We need to get on this. Also, I didn't realize that not all of us have met Michelle before. Like, I thought Daniel knew Michelle. So
Oh,
like,
really? Not
it
eh?
was just like,
nope,
so
Oh,
he was
okay.
just like standing next to me while I was talking to Michelle because we meant to invite her for the podcast recording. But so she was like, so who are you again? Like she pointing to Daniel, and I was like, oh no, he's my kid. Like because we're here for the parent kid thing. And we wonder why people don't like us.
The importance of networking, ladies and gentlemen. I'll get you guys to know more people. I'll try. I'll work on that.
But there were some really sweet parents though. There was one who was just like worried about bullying, and then
Oh, okay.
there's another one who's just like, how do I know my kid's not just addicted to esports? I'm like, that's very likely. That's very, very likely. But yeah, cool event. Good on you, Battle Arena, for doing such wholesome content. That makes one of us.
Let's continue the wholesome content then. Into the
Yeah,
one power hour.
The One Power Hour. The most wholesome of wholesome content. We've already had like the Meck Hitman hour sponsored by Square Enix.
No. It's sponsored by Warner Brothers now.
Oh yeah, Warner Brothers. Yeah,
I mean,
forgot
like-
they moved.
I mean, like literally, the review copy courtesy of Warner Brothers.
Shout out to Warner Brothers then, I guess.
I guess.
But yeah, so I've also been playing a very recent game, just came out. Don't know if you heard about it, Devil May Cry 4. Great game.
Very recent.
Very, very recent. Like, got a review copy from Capcom and everything. Because I mainly started playing it again because I bought the special edition a while ago. And then because Super Best Friends have been doing their Devil May Cry retrospective, where they play all the Devil May Cry games, I was like, oh, and they just love 4 so fucking much. I was like, yeah, I think I feel like playing 4 again. Plus, because DMC5 is made by the same team that made 4. A lot of the mechanics look like they are carried over. So I was just like, yeah, I want to fucking play 4. Because 4 is a good fucking game. And the special edition added, like, it almost tripled the amount of playable characters in the game. So for those of you who don't know Devil May Cry 4, Devil May Cry 4, you can play as Nero and Dante. In the special edition, they added Lady, Trish, and Virgil.
Oh, there's 5.
Yeah.
And all
so
with different
almost-
movesets, right?
Yeah, and all of them have different movesets. So Trish plays like DMC1 Dante. Most of her moves are from DMC1 Dante.
Mm.
Virgil is DMC3 Virgil. Like, he's almost there exactly. But they added this new mechanic where he's got a focus meter, where as long as you don't move, the meter builds up. And I think some of your attacks drain focus, so you need focus to do them. I haven't quite figured it out yet because I suck at Virgil. My current bay is Miss Titty Yakuza Lady. Dude, playing as Lady is... God, the first time I played as Lady, like, I didn't understand how she works, so I had a lot of difficulty because she's slow. By Devil May Cry standards, she is a slow-ass character. She has 1 melee weapon, which is her Kalina Ann, the bayonet.
Oh.
She plays the Nero levels, so she has a grapple. But unlike Nero, she cannot pull shit towards her. She can pull shit into the air or throw it down, but she cannot like move herself towards enemies using the grapple. But she can move towards enemies. Guess how she does it?
Rocket launcher.
No. She uses a shotgun and because Dante has this move, if you use the gunslinger style, it's called Stinger, but he uses the shotgun instead as the Stinger. So
Okay.
Lady can do the same thing, and it has like so much range. And if you tap circle again after doing it, she'll fire again, and it will kick her back like a bit of distance. Lady is basically a very good zoning character, from what I've noticed.
Yeah,
She has Nero's streak as well, but it's not as long range as streak, as well as Stinger with the shotgun. She has like a shit ton of abilities. It's really good. She's very gun heavy. So she has like the rapid fire pistols. She has a shotgun. She has Kalina Ann. She can lock onto ships. I have been playing I just play Bloody Palace with Lady like every day. I just put aside half an hour and play. So much fun, dude. But yeah, my friend has been coming over. Like, he helps me figure out stuff because he's better at fighting games than I am. So he's the one who helps me figure out how mechanics work. Like, Trish has a moveset that only works after you use round trip because she has Sparta. So she'll throw Sparta and then you get a bunch of new moves after you throw Sparta. But yeah, it's really fun. And Devil May Cry 4 for like, it's an old game, right? It's like 10 years old or something.
Yeah, 2008, I guess.
Yeah, it looks great. Like, I don't think they changed much for the special edition. Like, I don't think they up-resed it or anything. But yeah, looks pretty great for an old game. Lots of bloom. And I cannot wait for Devil May Cry 5. Capcom, review copy, please. Hook a browser up. So that's the good. That's the good. The other thing that makes this the WAM Power Armor. Power
Yeah.
Hour.
Power
not
Armour?
Power Hour
Yeah.
Armour.
This is the WAM Power Hour Power Armor. Available for $59.99. You can buy it from the
That's more
Bethesda.
expensive than Fallout 5.
We are only talking about Fallout 76 in tangent, not not directly.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, before I start this rant, I was gonna say, you know what would be the greatest prank ever? You know how the Fallout 76 comes with the Power Armor helmet? You can buy the special edition, it comes with the helmet.
Oh, I think I see where this is going.
It'd be great if you turn over the helmet to put it on, and it turns out it's sealed from the bottom, and it says down there, "You do not have the power armor training perk."
Oh, I thought it was talking. I thought something different. I thought if when you wear that power armor, suddenly it fades to black and then goes out into, oh, you're awake now. See, I kid you not. I thought about that.
That would be great. That would be great too. Oh god, you know that's gonna happen if you wear it to like Bethesda's press conference. Then Todd Howard can manually turn off the visor and turn on Skyrim VR. But yeah, so we are in the holy month of November, named after the great Roman Emperor Novembus. That's totally true. And Novembus was famous for he enjoyed money. He enjoyed sales. And so we run into this problem now where there's too many fucking sales in November.
Yep.
Like, it's November 16th, right? We just had Singles Day the other day. 11/11. And first of all, you can't even buy lotion on Singles Day. What's the point? I go Singles Day, it's all like, oh, makeup. It's I need lotion and maybe some anime DVDs. Couldn't find any of those. My friend ranted at me. Apparently, Lazada did not work great on Singles Day because too many people were logged on. We have the Steam Autumn Sale coming up. I think it's next week or something like that.
Yep.
And just today they announced, this is what really pisses me off. Fucking PSN is having a Black Friday sale starting tomorrow.
Woo!
No, there will be no woohooing of Black Friday. Do you know what Black Friday is? Black Friday is the last Friday in November. It's the day after Thanksgiving.
This is not the Black Friday. This is
It's not
not the
Black
Black Friday.
Friday. We're halfway through November. Stop.
And the sales
It's the middle of November.
and not on the week where the Black Friday should be held. It's on the 25th.
Exactly.
Black Friday is 30th. What?
Why, it doesn't even end on Black Friday? What the shit?
It doesn't.
What the shit, guys? Every day we stray further. Every year we stray further and further from the true spirit of Black Friday. Like first it was, Black Friday, and then
Thursday.
then it was like, we're gonna open it on Thursday as well. Then it was, the whole week. Now we're here 2 fucking weeks out from Black Friday. And you know what the worst part is? You know what I just remembered? Cyber Monday is a thing.
Oh God.
Yeah, after Black Friday is Cyber Monday,
sale.
which is when PSN should be on sale, because Black Friday is for physical goods. Good sir. What the shit? Get them. And the absolute worst part of all this is I checked the Black Friday listings. It's not many grades. I feel like PSN puts the same games on sale every sale.
Yep.
It's like I don't want to buy Assassin's Creed Unity. I don't want to buy FIFA or whatever. On the plus side though, Battlefront 2 is 10 USD if you want to spend 10 USD for shit.
I'm not sure it's worth 10 USD.
It's still not worth for 40 ringgit. If it's free, yes.
Here's the thing. Yeah, that's what I realized, right? PS Plus is the most extreme shit ever. Either it's free or it's shit. And here's my other problem with PSN's Black Friday sale. They said up to 50% off. That is barely a sale. Up to 50% off. I bite my thumb at you, good sirs. The message I sent to my friend was like laughs in Steam. 50% off is like the bare minimum of what constitutes a sale. Okay, wait. Okay, retailers. 10% is not a sale. 10% is a discount. The bare minimum for sales is 33%. That is the bare minimum. where you can say this item is on sale. Anything less is a discount. 20% is a great discount. 33% sale. And if you are a online games retailer, 50% should be the average discount you're offering, the average discounted price. If like something has to be worth 75% off, because we live in the age of Steam, right?
Mhm.
Even if a AAA game isn't 80% off, there's probably an indie game that is. You have to compete with that shit. Because PS Plus, I want you to succeed because I enjoy playing games on my PS4. But your sales need work.
Well, Black Friday discount doesn't sound better than Black Friday sales.
That's just like make the sale and people will buy. Also, rip Shadow of the Tomb Raider because it's getting further discounted for Black.
Nobody wants to buy that. I played it for like an hour or at my local game store. They have a demo there. It's pretty boring. So I'm not
Tomb Raider
surprised.
is boring. There's a reason there's no Indiana Jones games.
People watch Indiana Jones.
They don't want to
Exactly.
play Indiana Jones.
They watch a let's play of Indiana Jones.
Like no one wants to watch. And plus, like they go into the psychological aspect of it all. Like fuck that shit. I just want to kill people, really. But yeah, so that's the WAM Power Hour Power Armor. Also, Fallout 76 was like crap. I'm glad I never believed.
Yeah, same.
I'll
Okay,
wait
got it.
for another year.
I'll wait for when they add the NPC DLC.
I'll wait for when Obsidian takes over.
Nah, it'll be a Microsoft only. So yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, meanwhile, while all this was happening, apparently Anan joined the Taiwanese street gang.
Yep, the Sun On Yee. The fictional. How do you
Not
got past
anymore.
dog eyes?
I'm now a Sun On Yee, Red Bull.
There's a rat somewhere between us.
Screw dog eyes. Okay, so Sleeping Dogs. What's the
Yeah.
story? What's
Okay,
up?
so okay, I I scrolled through my Steam library previous Monday, and I realized that I have Sleeping Dogs for 2 fucking months. I didn't touch. I didn't download. I forgot
Oh.
where I got it. Maybe for Humble Bundle or something. I just like shit.
Same.
I got Sleeping Dogs and I did play it for fucking 2 months. Straight up install. Then
Wait,
play.
2 months?
Yeah.
That's
That
very...
is nothing. That is I own games in PS Plus that I have not touched in years.
I mean, it's like games that I want to play, but I didn't install. Okay, it's not like okay, I just buy this game, maybe I play later. No, I get it. Okay, I'm gonna go back install, and I totally forget for 2 months. The other games I have like 2 years not playing. It's fine, but this one, this is a AAA game for me. Sleeping Dogs, pretty fine. Already finished the main story.
Wait, you finished already?
Yeah,
Wow,
3
okay.
days.
Yeah, it's
3
like a
nights.
day. You can finish it like in a day.
Yeah.
Is that
I
quick?
played in a span of 3 nights.
See?
Oh, okay. I just remember that Sleeping Dogs is another case where I play repeatedly but never finish.
What?
I don't know why, but yeah, the game's still good. But I think I just stopped halfway because too busy, and then I forgot about it and I forgot the save and stuff happens. But yeah, Sleeping Dogs, good game. So, do you like the combat there? Because it's
Okay,
similar like Arkham, but
yeah, I'll give a bit of a review. The combat, I enjoy the combat. The combos are fun, but I mostly mash the X and B button. That's all. I just mash the basic combo. Yeah. So, but it's good. Yeah. If you remember the combo, the counter, the window, I think it's enjoyable enough. The gunplay,
Uh,
that's mediocre in at least.
no. The gunplay is pretty bad.
Yeah,
I
and
usually
you
just cheese the
and you cannot like buy guns and store in your inventory. You just pretty much drop it. It's a hand-to-hand combat mostly.
yeah, just like the old Hong Kong films.
Yeah,
Chow
the
Yun
one I
Fat.
hate the most, the driving physics. Holy shit!
Oh, the driving is a bit odd, right?
Yeah.
Wait, so the driving is bad, the shooting is bad, and the combat is bad. What's good about this game? Why do so many people fucking like it then?
No, the combat is okay.
Yeah, the combat's okay. It's the
Uh.
atmosphere. It's the
Yeah,
bringer.
like you can feel like the story, like okay, the characters are memorable, but if the studio have a rockstar level budget, they can make a rockstar level
Ooh.
story. I mean, the characters are good, but they need some more fleshing out, especially like Jackie. I love Jackie, but oh man,
Oh,
story
the last part of the game. Okay.
Jackie. I'm screaming like the uncle
when you
from
when you reach
Champion.
that part of the Jackie punya part, you know it's already really rush.
Yeah. I can already listen. Oh damn, then they are getting the story short now. Like
Mm-hmm.
the characters are interesting, the storyline is interesting, there's a lot of potential there. They have to cut it short. Like cut. Another emotional moment is when the wedding. The wedding is pretty good art. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
It's
wedding part.
fantastic.
That's a
Spoilers.
good set piece.
Someone's dead.
God damn.
It's a shame. It's a shame. Squenix
Yeah.
bungled this one as well. How
Yeah,
many games?
yeah.
How many times you are going to shit on Square Enix this episode?
Oh yeah, this is
Much as you
the
want.
The end.
listen, man. As many times as they deserve.
Yeah.
And remember, Hitman 2, I took 20 minutes to say that it is good. Haha, Square Enix, you just gave Warner Brothers a good game.
after the terrible mess they had for 2 years.
For 2 years a mess, $43 million, and now? Huh.
Ooh.
Okay, never mind that. Okay, anything else, on? Or we are going to move?
I think
no,
that's all for Sleeping Dogs.
Alan, what's your favorite track in the game?
Pardon?
Because in the game, their punya songs are all in universe. So which is your favorite?
Oh, in universe. I prefer the rap channel. I forgot the track.
HK. Is it HK? I think that's the name.
Sort of, yeah, HK probably. Like there's a channel. I don't know. Some of the songs I really enjoy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, one of the songs is really good.
I forgot the track. Yeah, certain radios I really
I
enjoy.
think it's Undercover. It's the one sung by Lucy Liu. Ooh, that's really...
Dude, fucking Lucy Liu is in this game. Why did no one
Yeah,
tell me?
She became one of the side characters. The singer. Yeah, the singer.
Holy shit! I need. Hold on. I'm looking this up. I'm looking this up. Keep talking.
Itulah, tak dengar lagi.
Wam status engage.
Oh god damn! How dare they make her character not look like her?
That Square Enix. You can blame Square Enix for that.
Again, bungled budget. But still, a good game. Not a great one, but a good one. Okay
Have a lot
lah.
of potential. Just need more budget. That's all. It's a shame as it is. They can do more.
Well, RIP United
So much
Frontier. So what's next on the list? You say about F1?
Yeah.
I need to
So-
understand the context of this title.
Okay.
Yeah, because for those of you who don't know, Anan wrote in the docket, F1 games ruined my non-F1 games enjoyment. Where did F1 games touch you, Anan?
They
God.
touch! They touch!
Touch,
Martin.
Okay, so today I finally got a chance to try GT Sport because there's a driving simulator in the fair in my campus, and then the previous times I also played Assetto Corsa and other racing sim games. Okay, and I just realized that F1 games, my brain is already tuned. My brain and muscle are already tuned to the response to the speed of F1 to the point that when I play normal cars, like even the Mercedes AMG GTR, right? That car is fast, but on game, it feels like a snail. Okay, like second gear, third
Get
gear.
the East Coast syndrome.
It took me ages to get to 6 gear. I'm like, oh my god, I can reach 8 gear in like 4 seconds in F1. Like,
These foolish mortal cars.
yeah, or like plebeians, only plebeians play this game.
Anan got on speed too hard. This is what
Yeah.
happened.
Like when you play F1, okay, you need to hit this corner at the specific. Let's say you miss it by 1/2 you miss the corner fully. You hit the barrier. In GT Sport, you can miss like 1-2 seconds braking point, and you can still take the corner really well. Downshift, you even hit the downshift. In F1, you need to downshift it right, hit the braking point, get the corner angle right. So I'm already my senses, my muscles are already tuned for F1.
Anan
I can enjoy the normal racing.
Anan is a new type. It's just like
I already trusted it.
when he touches a normal car, like it gets wrecked by his reflexes.
I'm an innovator.
God, okay, it's niche joke quota hit.
Yes.
By the way, before we move on to the news, I just like to point out I was browsing the Humble site earlier because I had to because one of the games was a free giveaway. Fucking 2K sale. Everything is 75% off minimum. That's how you do a fucking sale.
It was only. Sorry.
Go support Humble.
Go support Humble. Hold on. Borderlands 2 is 5 USD. Game of the Year edition is 9 USD. That's some very good game that you can play for co-op. BioShock 7 USD for the BioShock games, and the entire collection is 15 USD. Essentially, it's buy two get one free. Yeah. BioShock 2 not as bad as people say it is. So yeah, I guess we're moving on to the news.
Yes. Let's
Let's get right to the news.
So it is the end of the year, my dudes. We're fast approaching the end of the year, and that means we have award season. My least favorite part of the year, because every year my choice in games gets fucked over, and we have bullshit like PUBG being nominated for Game of the Year when it wasn't even officially out yet. That was last year.
Oh, that was last year.
Yeah. So the Game Awards is for all intents and purposes like most people consider the Game Awards to be like the big awards for the year because they're the first ones. Can you guys name any other awards shows? I can't think of any other than ours.
Not anymore.
The Golden Joystick Awards.
Game Awards?
VGA.
Oh yeah.
The
Forgot about those.
VGA is basically
That-
the predecessor to the Game Awards.
Okay.
So they are the same thing, but they're Golden Joystick Awards. That's another one.
Doesn't matter. Game Awards came first, like in the year. So this will tell us the most of what we know is going to be, because most of these games give the same awards out. So let's see. Let's look at the category. Obviously, we're not gonna go through all the categories.
This is too much, man. They put esports a lot this year. A lot.
Best esports, Overwatch. A lot of people are salty about it.
Overwatch
Don't
is a
watch
really
it.
bad game now.
Best esports game, best esports player, best esports team, best esports coach, best esports event, best esports host, best esports moment.
Damn it! That's a moment.
I'm fucking clicking moment. Let's go. Let's see the nominees for best esports moment. C9 comeback in comeback win in triple OT versus FaZe. G2 beating RNG. Every time I roll an SR in Food Fantasy, that's me beating RNG. I'm not getting any awards for it.
Royal never
KT
give up.
versus IG base race. OG's massive upset at LGD. That's Dota 2 finals. Sonic Fox side switch against GO1 in deep. That's the winner.
That's
Which is-
totally
That's
the winner.
Yep.
Fuck it, I'm voting now. I'm fucking voting now.
Right side, Sony Fox is top tier. So yeah, there's a lot more you say categories, and also if I'm not mistaken, this year they open up the public voting to all
Oh,
all
no.
of the categories rather than just use the critical, no, not critical, like use the panel of judges to decide.
AKA, EA.
Wait. Best ongoing game and no Warframe. What the hell?
Wait.
Oh.
What
Are
the
they, what,
shit?
what are these guys smoking?
What the damn hell? This
What
is a
incarnation?
travesty. Warframe has a fucking work shanty, and it's not on this list.
Warframe have a dedicated shield airtime during each of the game awards so far. Quite surprising they didn't make it.
Okay, so for those of you who like having your blood pressure raised, the nominees are Destiny 2 Forsaken,
Ugh.
Fortnite, No Man's Sky, Overwatch, and Rainbow Six Siege.
Rainbow Six Siege is okay.
I feel like this is exactly the same list as last year, but they replaced Warframe with No Man's Sky, which is insulting, to say the least.
At least they fixed the game. I think No Man's Sky deserves the merit. I'm not sure about Destiny Forsaken.
Yeah, Destiny, no. No.
Yeah, this Destiny has this podcast is not a fan of Destiny 2. That is the official status of this podcast.
On the bright side, Celeste is getting a lot of nominations, which is very interesting,
yeah.
including
What
Game of
game?
the Year.
Oh.
Celeste, and indie
Oh,
buzz.
what's that about?
The pitch is you are a lady called Madeline and you want to climb the mountain Celeste. It's a 2D platformer in the veins of Super Meat Boy, but it tells a very clever story.
Mhm.
It tackles depression, anxiety, those sort of things. And
Yeah,
that's
because it's also in Games for Impact. So.
Yep. That's why it's got in Games for Impact and also in Best Music. There's a good video by I forgot the name again. There's a YouTube channel that does just Google Celeste Anxiety, where the video explains on how the music score basically reflects the situation, the emotion of Madeline at the time. How it reflects anxiety, how it really depicts those kind of things that we don't really discuss a lot, but in a very well handled way, and it explains a lot.
Oh,
Very good.
nice. That is on my radar now.
It's hard. Let me just say you, it's hard, but it's worth it.
Oh, is it the Dark Souls of platformers?
It's Super Meat Boy. No, I'll just say it's Super Meat Boy. If you like Super Meat Boy, you'll like this.
Speaking of which, for indie games, so there's Celeste, there's Dead Cells, Into the Breach. We liked that game, didn't?
Into the Breach
Return
is
of the
cool.
Obra Dinn, and The Messenger.
Those are okay games. Maybe good games.
Best mobile game, Donut County. Yes, thank you, Donut County.
Just for the duck emojis.
Just for the raccoons.
Florence,
Yeah,
Fortnite, PUBG Mobile, and fuck Reigns Game of Thrones. I feel really bad about the Reigns people, because can you imagine, like, you make a really cool game, and then some like suit comes up to you is like, can you make it again but with Game of Thrones?
Oh yeah.
Like that's really sad. Like I feel really bad about that. I hate that. I hate that the Game of Thrones mod essentially is getting more attention.
The Game of Thrones mod. Are you serious?
Wait, is it supposed to be Devolver or Developer Digital?
I have
Devolver.
no fucking. I think it's Devolver. God damn it, Jeff Keighley.
Typo! Jeff! Get on it!
Someone at Jeff Keighley now.
Anything else?
Jeff Keighley, fucking Schick Hydrobot couldn't type properly. That's why.
Yeah.
Hold on. Best
Um,
student game: Combat, Dash Quasar, Jira, Lift, Recharge. They look nice. Best debut indie game. Oh no, that's the same category. I thought it had two categories. Best narrative. Okay, before I click best narrative, what's your bets? State your bets. What's on this list?
Detroit.
Detroit should not win. That's it. I can
Yeah,
sleep
same.
happily if Detroit did not win. That's all.
I'm saying Detroit, Spider-Man, God of War. I think these three. And now we click Detroit, God of War, Life is Strange, Spider-Man, Red Dead.
Idea Resident Stage 2 is not that good. Sadly.
Best score music: Celeste, God of War, Spider-Man, Nino Kuni, Octopath, Red Dead. Octopath's music was not enough
Yeah, it's
repo.
really good.
Best audio design: Blops, Forza, God of War, Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption.
That's audio. Forza. Sound of 1,000 cars.
Best performance: Brian Deckard, of course.
Good
God,
Papa.
he's the only good thing.
Kratos, lesbian assassin.
Good Papa. Good Mama.
Horse Dad. And
Best Dad.
Best dad.
and
Good
Spider-Man.
dad to get good Spider-Man.
Okay,
And-
last category: best fighting game.
Oh, take your bets.
I've already opened it, so I'm gonna refrain. What do you guys think is on this list?
DBZ
Street
should be
Fighter.
there. Dragon Ball
Mhm.
Fighters, and then would be interesting to have Blaze Blue there.
Okay. Anyone else have anything they want to add?
Then just probably Street Fighter 5.
Oh, Soul Calibur 6.
Oh yeah, Soul Calibur.
Yep, that's all of them. Cross tag by Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Soul Calibur
Calibur.
6, and Street Fighter 5.
I mean, come on, they couldn't put Dong Dong Never Die on there. Tekken's
What about
last
Tekken
year.
7?
Tekken last year. No, Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition, they could put it there because Arcade Edition is technically a new game released this year.
Also, didn't it like super improve the game as well?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
It definitely needed that.
Actually, no, let's see best family game before we close this topic. Never mind, it's all Mario.
Of course, sure.
Of
Mario
course.
Tennis Ace, Nintendo Labo, Overcooked 2, Starlink, Super Mario Party. Mario Party is not a family game unless you don't want a family by the end of it.
People murder after Mario Party. No, don't play. Nah, I'm kidding lah. I'm kidding.
Battletech was nominated for Best Strategy Game. Battletech, Frostpunk, Into the Breach, Banner Saga, and Valkyria Chronicles. Cool.
The first three strong picks. I have no problems with that.
Very strong.
I forgot Battletech's a strategy game because I can't.
You keep thinking as a mech game.
No, I think of it as a management sim because I'm so
Oh.
busy making sure I don't go broke.
Wait, they combined best sports and racing game together.
As always, there's
Astro
only
Zero.
one racing game. There's always one racing game.
Yeah, they had to combine sports and racing. Yeah, FIFA, Forza, Mario Tennis, NBA, and PES.
And
No,
okay.
Forza.
No F1.
Everyone,
F1.
wait for the game. Our game of the years on my top that game.
Okay, we should end on that note because we don't care really much about the Game Awards. Yeah, you guys can vote. You guys can determine the winners. Please do your just do your part if you would like. It doesn't matter. But what
Don't let
matters?
battle royales win.
Okay, at least vote for that. At least vote for that feature. fight for that future. But the most important thing is we will be having our annual Gamer Malaya and Gamer Matters Game of the Year Awards 2018, aka the Jimis.
Woo.
Yeah.
So look forward to that at the end of the year. We'll have our own Game of the Year. We can bicker about our own awards.
Mhm.
How long was
My
ours
own
the last time we did that? Was it
Like
4 hours?
3 hours. Yeah, it was
3
fucking long.
4 hours. That is basically dia.log episode 0 to test the waters. On that resounding success, we are now 19 episodes in.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so some assorted news headlines. Final Fantasy 15 director left Squenix. All the FF15 DLC was cancelled except for episode Arden. How oddly
Ooh.
fitting. Someone modded in tombstones for all the cancelled DLC.
F.
League of
Yeah.
Legends decided did its most genius PR move ever by making a K-pop video for their group KDA, which has Ari because of course, Evelyn, Akali, and some purple haired bitch who doesn't do anything in the music video. Really good music video. And the perfect smoke screen because they're also currently being sued.
That's the best part.
That's the good part, man.
For gender discrimination and toxic
Oh.
workplace practices. Because remember, that was a problem with Riot. Kotaku broke that story. I think it was Kotaku, yeah.
Yep, Kotaku.
Yeah.
And that's not going away yet. I read some of the charges, by the way, in that lawsuit, some of the complaints, and it's gross. It's real gross. And then PlayStation Classic using open source emulation. So I guess what this means is you can mod in whatever games you want. Is that true, guys?
If they provide a USB interface to get into the board, I think you can do it.
Listen, man, if you are going to mod a PS Classic, you probably have the tools to do that anyways. You have like the USB shaped hot knife to just stab into the thing.
Yeah, you can. There's a USB port in front of
USB is for control. Oh, I think you can mod it. Yeah, you can inject something. If the USB port is open for code injection, you can hack it. But why would you do that?
The big
For the lulz, because I want to play Digimon Rumble Arena 1.
I want to play Gran Turismo 2.
You're better off with the Raspberry Pi and then print a 3D printed PS1 case.
The big takeaway from this story is actually open source emulation that have been done by the community is actually good enough to be sold as a product.
Yes.
And this is open source, so Sony has no problem with doing it.
I think it's the EPSXE, I believe.
Oh, PSX, yeah.
PCSX.
ECXXE, EPCS, I don't remember. The PS1 emulator, I think. Maybe they mod it for their they remove some of the community branding or something, but even though it's open source anyways.
Yeah, it's open source. They can modify it anyway. So yeah, it's not it's okay lah.
Okay, so speaking of Sony, Asia is having its first ever PlayStation Experience Lounge, which I guess is PSX Lite, minus all the long queues and
the sweat.
And the sweat.
God.
I cannot forget that day.
Oh,
yeah,
queuing for 1 hour just to be disappointed with Detroit.
Oh God! Remind me of that.
No Vietnam PTSD flashback, please, no.
Triggered.
I think it was still a bad idea. Sampai sekarang.
Regret.
Some grudges don't go away. Speaking of Black Friday sales, Microsoft bought Obsidian and inXile. So then
they bought the biggest Western RPG specialists out there, and they are making the two companies separate. So we'll have two different flavors of Western RPGs exclusive to the Xbox One and Windows 10 PCs. They're also available on Xbox Game Pass.
I hope they do that. I hope they don't just make them make like some shitty battle royale game or live service. Like, you have Obsidian, do something with it. And speaking of Microsoft, Sunset Overdrive is coming to PC this week.
Mhm.
If you want totally not Jet Set Radio 2,
Totally not Spider-Man.
Did they release in Windows Store or Steam?
Don't know yet. But
Will-
most likely, I think it's just
Google Plus.
Windows Store. Google Plus, yeah. Probably Windows Store. Because they just announced it yesterday.
There's a
Uh,
possibility for them to release on Steam as well. Remember, Killer
Oh, yeah.
Instinct, Quantum Break, a lot of those games are also on Steam, but via THQNordic for some reason.
Oh, yeah, because they
Different
have,
publishing.
oh, didn't THQNordic do something this week? I can't remember. They bought something else this week.
They bought Bugbear
they bought-
Entertainment, the guys that made Wreckfest, the racing game, the Destruction Derby racing game, and also Coffee Stain Studios. The game they made Goat Simulator and also the game
Yes,
that
that's
Anan
it.
really hyped for. What's it called? Satisfactory.
Satisfactory.
Yeah, the fucking lich of gaming has claimed another.
Rise up, my armies.
So yeah, for the Frozen Throne, I guess THQ. Command and Conquer remasters are being made because everyone loved that Command and Conquer mobile game.
This
Uh,
is
no
actually
one.
an apology for that.
yeah, it's being worked on by Lemon Sky, so they're local. So support them unless they do something stupid with the thing.
They
Listen, man, after the shit was Modern Warfare, like, who's to say? Who's the publisher for Command and Conquer again?
EA. At least have this in mind that most likely Lemon Sky will not screw up badly because their last work was on StarCraft Remastered. They
Well,
made
here's
the
the thing, right?
assets that were there.
They do the assets. They're not the ones who decided to add microtransactions to it.
I think EA already clarified really early no microtransactions. Need to check on that.
Good.
Because of course they have to clarify that early because they are very notorious for that.
Did they say it won't have microtransactions on release?
At launch. Yeah.
That's another story. We'll
You
need
need-
to check later.
You need to scrutinize the wording properly.
Yeah.
Because
For those of you not
nothing
aware,
actually-
Black Ops 4 patched in microtransactions. Piece of shit.
Oh, piece of shit.
Luckily, that's not our last big news story for the day. If you thought, because surprise, like a shitty AAA developer, I tricked you. The One Power Hour Power Armor is not over.
Ooh.
If you are on Twitter or anything, you would have seen the trailer for the new Detective Pikachu movie, starring Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu. Have you guys seen it?
I only see Pika Pika.
I already watched it.
Pika Pika.
I
I'm
saw-
surprised with the deep voice and it's DP in a Pokemon suit.
to be fair though, like the original Detective Pikachu like web series, he had a really deep fucking voice. Like someone said, like Pikachu sounds like he smokes 10 cigarettes or something. Pika Pika.
I still cannot get over the memes where people wanted Detective Pikachu being voiced by Danny DeVito. And a lot of captions being ended with the word "my magnum dong." So I'm still looking forward for that thing to be happening. If it will be.
That would be great if they just had another Pikachu voice by Danny DeVito then. But so
Ultimate track.
background information. I fucking love Pokemon. Like stupidly fucking love Pokemon. And you know what? I fucking love this trail. This movie looks amazing. It looks dope as shit, yo.
It looked
Like-
good.
I hate live action movies. Like fuck Dumbo live action, fuck
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast live action, fuck Aladdin
Dragon
live
Ball
action.
Z, Avatar, the Last Airbender, live
No,
action.
this is the new generation of live actions. I mean, like,
Oh,
yeah, because we all know those were bad, but now
Yeah.
this is new generation where they're like, no, we're following the source material, so it's not as bad. Like, oh fuck that shit. Beauty and the Beast was hot garbage. The only
Yeah.
good one was Jungle Book, and even then it was an asterisk because it was like Dark Souls Jungle Book. Like everything looked like a Dark Souls boss, and I fucking loved it. But yeah,
Scarlett Johansson.
yeah, the best use of Scarlett Johansson. You just had to not see her face. Fucking robot ass face. So Detective Pikachu, that looks great, and it's not following the Pokemon plot. It's not even following the Detective Pikachu plot. I think it's its own story. It's about this kid who like discovers that he can talk to this Pikachu, and they become detectives or some shit like that. It looks great. The Pokemon, they look mostly on model. Have you guys seen how some of the Pokemon look in this movie?
yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
okay. It's
texture,
very realistic.
I'd say somewhat shiny. The thing I want to see is whether they will screen it in normal 24 frames or maybe up to 60. Because if they screen it in 60 frames, like The Hobbit, it will be very weird.
Yeah, but so people are complaining that that Pikachu looks good. This like that's how you know these people are young because they didn't watch the fucking Garfield movie.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah. You just remember that exists, didn't you?
Why? Why you
the
do
Garfield
that?
movie is pretty good. I will.
Yeah, Garfield. Why Garfield 2 is hot garbage.
That's the way Garfield looks is just no. That's the benchmark here. Pikachu looks amazing. Like, of course, Pikachu's furry. He's a mouse. That's how he looks. He looks appropriately furry. Like he looks like kind of rabbit level. And people are like, "Oh, Mr. Mime looks creepy." Yeah, have you
That's the
seen?
point.
That's the point.
That's the point.
The
Mr. Mime does look creepy. He looks creepy and he fucks your mom. That's what Mr.
Oh,
Mime
yeah.
does.
Oh God.
Charizard looks amazing. Bulbasaur looks amazing. People say Greninja looks creepy as well, but come here, internet. I have a secret to tell you. Greninja is a fucking bipedal frog that wrapped its tongue around its neck. It's creepy as shit. This like, if anything, this is the best Greninja we were ever gonna get. And I have been like rewatching the trailer for like Easter eggs and shit. From what I can tell, it looks like there's 2 shots of this squad of Greninja, which for those of you who don't know Pokemon, Greninja is like this bipedal frog Pokemon with a tongue wrapped around its neck. As there's 2 shots. So I think they're like the villains, or the villain has like a squad of Greninja, which is pretty
Wow.
fucking amazing because Greninja is badass. It makes
Better be-
kunai out of water and chucks it. There's at least one Pokemon battle in the show because there's a Charizard and it looks amazing. If you know Arvalis, the realistic Pokemon guy, one of my heroes, he was one of the concept artists that worked on this series. So yeah.
Nice.
Can
And-
get you jobs.
Yeah. And this kind of comes to my point. This is the main point I wanted to bring up is holy shit, like the Detective Pikachu IP is one of the most genius moves by Nintendo ever. Like they essentially said, here you people, heretics of the Nintendo brand, work on Detective Pikachu, just do whatever the fuck you want. Like do whatever you want with the Pokemon IP. Because first we got that web series, which was really weird. You know, the one where I said Pikachu sounds like he's smoking.
Smoke that.
Oh boy.
And
I
then
need to
we got
look
the
this up.
Detective Pikachu game. And
Which
then
is a point and click, by the way.
it's a point and click. It's Professor Layton with Pokemon, essentially. And then we got a movie, and we got one of the best live action movies ever. Like, this is what you do. This is how you keep your IP afloat.
Don't
With
forget
this-
Pokemon Go.
Yeah, Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go has nothing to do with Detective Pikachu though. That's the
I mean, in terms of Pokemon IP.
yeah.
keeping it
Pokemon Go is like how to get you into the base Pokemon thing. This is just like, okay, so everyone knows Pokemon. We agree. Everyone knows Pokemon. So we don't have to make a movie about someone who sees Pokemon for the first time. We don't have to make that. So we can make our stupid movie with Ryan Reynolds and Mr. Mime fucking someone's mom. Well, yeah, that was my soapbox. Does anyone else have anything to say about
Nah. Can't wait for the movie though.
Right, I'm excited. I am legit excited. It's next summer. Hopefully, I'll
June.
still be in Malaysia for. I am fucking hyped. Also, one more bit of Pokemon news. The fucking Pokemon Festival in Genting starts in 2 weeks.
Would they have a Pikachu procession like in Japan?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's right.
yes,
Okay.
yes. There is a Pikachu, dude. You know what? I literally told my friend dude, we have to go for this thing. And so I have one finals paper this semester. It's on the 12th and it's at 8 a.m. So I was like, dude, do you want to just go after the exam? Like we just pack our stuff and then as soon as the exam's done, just pile up in a car and just go to Genting. It's just like, yeah. So fuck yeah, we're gonna go. I hope they sell hats with little Pikachu ears on them because I'm buying that shit. I want to go for the Pikachu parade so bad. So bad. There's a Christmas tree and everything. Ugh. I love Pokemon, guys. I have not been this excited about Pokemon in a very long time. Since Pokemon Go first came out, yeah. That was the last time I was excited for Pokemon. That was 2 fucking years ago, guys.
And we got two sides of the WAM power armor hour.
Yep. Pretty much.
We got two
The
sides of the
power,
coin.
hour. Yeah, you got me hating something and you got me really loving something.
Yeah, the two extremes, never in the middle.
Yep, this is what you get. Remember I warned you about how the last few episodes have been very warm light, where I don't go on any tangents about anything. I said this is all going to come back one day horribly. This is what you get, internet. This is what you get.
We have really given power to a monster, but that is the end of the dia.log, the Game Matters podcast then.
Mhm.
So one thing left to do before we start plugging. Thumbnail.
Thumbnail.
Detective
Pikachu.
Pika
Wait,
Pika.
yeah,
Noted.
Hitman. We definitely need
The
Hitman.
old mouth Pikachu. Not
Now,
the
now what
The
kind of
Pika.
hitman do you guys want? There's
clown one.
plenty to choose from.
The clown one.
The clown one. Okay, I'll just find one there.
Clown 47.
Nah, clown 47.
Clown 47 is very strong. Okay.
Oh, Clown 47 and Mr. Mime.
Oh
Yes. That's what I said.
man, the unlikely duo. Okay.
Speaking of which, there's also a costume, Agent 47 costume in Sleeping Dogs. I just remember.
Okay, put on Wishen with the 47 costume. Yeah. That exists. I remember.
So what you have clown? Is the Clown 47 like a whole picture? Is it a whole body picture?
Yeah. You can.
Yeah,
you
so
should
you
have a
have
full
Clown
picture.
47, then you have the normal Agent 47, but you replace his head with Mr. Mime.
Yeah.
That could work. And then just have Wishen there in a 47 suit as well. So it makes a weird trio with trifecta.
Yeah, so
Detective
that's
Pikachu.
your main focus.
The Detective Pikachu over there on the side, looking very confusing. And the trio
And-
of power.
With this, you have to Photoshop a cigarette into his mouth. That's too.
Yeah, and a power armor.
Yeah, and power armor. You can I can pass you the PNG for my Discord icon,
Yes.
and you can put it on as heraldry for the power armor.
Just replace the helmet with your your icon. So
Oh,
yeah.
I was gonna say like you put it like a decal on the.
Oh,
Oh,
as a
we have to-
decal. Okay. Like
Oh,
what?
we have to do something about Black Friday as well.
Black Friday as a slogan.
Yeah, but
Black Friday sale. And
Black
then
Friday edition. Yeah.
yeah, this is the Black Friday edition. Okay, that's settled. Well, we need to wrap this up. Okay, so plug your social media links. Social links, guys. Starting with Wam.
So, if you thought that those rants were good, check me out on Twitter at Wammerl, Facebook Cruise Crusader Wammerl, Patreon Wammerl. I did a review of the Acer Burger Lembu.
That totally caught me off guard. God damn it. I was bamboozled.
Yeah, I've just been doing a lot of shit posting because I have a lot of work to do, and this is how I cope with stress. Lots of shit posting. Anan, go.
Wait, Daniel first.
Okay.
Oh,
You can follow me on Twitter.
Anan doesn't want to jump the gun.
Nah, tak boleh. Need to be in order. You can follow me on Twitter at Nurakimi. I'm currently just walking the lands in Red Dead Redemption 2, so
Expect more cowboy talk. Cowboy talk will commence soon.
Cowboy month continues. Yeah,
That's a good boy.
Okay.
Yeah, Anan.
Yeah, you can find me hacking around in the hacknet.
Hexo!
Hacksaw while eating noodles in Hong Kong. Beating up 18k triads.
Not in the Thronos.
So yeah, you can follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/azure.eckert. And then on Twitter at azureazimuth. I rarely post, I just use it to follow stuff. And that's it, I think.
Oh, we need to put like the Maggie cup and
The Maggie
Thronos
cup.
into-
Yeah. In a cup holder.
Well, there's an there is
And a purple Thronos.
why a purple Thronos?
Thanos.
Because Thanos.
Oh! And you can find me.
Just an idea.
And you can
Oh,
find
so you Photoshop a Maggie cup in the seat for the Thronos. That'll be good.
And you can find me as Amirul Macronos Ashraf MECKRONOS, mostly on Twitter. The same goes to everywhere else. You can look forward to a review of Hitman 2 coming soon on gamermatters.com. You can also expect some news and updates from the KL Major Dota 2 tournament. Dota.
You speak like orang Perak.
Apa? Main Dota.
Why play Dota when you can play Soto?
So expect that for that coverage of KL Major. Maybe some more KL Majors.
KL major drama.
More dramas already bubbling, it seems.
Yeah.
And also a coverage of the PlayStation Experience launch in Sunway Pyramid later next week. So lots of content coming in, and also as we mentioned just before, the GBs are coming. Our second annual Game of the Year awards. So expect that too. And last but not least, I follow up about the Command and Conquer new stuff. And yeah, the press release say that there will be without microtransactions is the word. And there's a Reddit thread by one of the developers also clarify that we will not be adding any microtransactions to a CNC remaster.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Frame it just in case. Screenshot it and frame it just in case. If you guys are that. So there you go. That's dia.log, the Gamer Matters Podcast, episode 19. Have a good day, and please check if there's a bald man with a barcode. Stay away from him. Stay away.
Or maybe you can come close and then scan his back. Scan the back. Because why not?
If you want to be smacked by a fish, a briefcase with a fish in it.
Oh, Fitch was a briefcase.
Wait.